So I have all the yarn that I need and I'm gonna get started today. I am really excited though and very happy to get started. Though I feel like I should be a bit more scared because I'm remembering the mango vest that I made, which was the other photorealistic piece that I made. And let me see, how many colours did I use? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So one more colour than this one. And also that was only a square in the middle. That was the photo. This is a bit bigger than that. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the lovely blue-green that we're starting with. Tangle has begun. It's a little hard at the beginning of the color work because I don't yet intuitively know the names of all the colors. So when I'm reading it off my pattern, I'm just seeing, like, for example, the color warm gray, and I'm looking and I'm just confused because I don't know which yarn is warm gray, because I've only just started using them. And also especially with this project, because there are like 5 different types of grey and it gets a lot. Like there's warm grey, there's silver, there is grey. Okay, actually there's only 3. Oh no, warm grey, silver, regular grey and graphite. And so it's a little confusing, especially because it's getting darker now, so I'm finding it a bit hard to differentiate between them. But as the more I knit it, the more I get comfortable and I'll just intuitively know what colours are which. So 3 hours and 17 minutes of knitting done. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds to guess how many rows that means I've done. 5. I have done 20 rows of knitting. And I'd say I'm a fairly fast knitter. Not super fast, but not slow either. So if you're ever wondering why the things I have in my shop cost what they do, it's because of how long it takes. But I am really getting into the colour work now. You cannot tell what it is at all, but you can see that there are some colours on there. A part of me wants to just keep on knitting. Jesus. A part of me just wants to keep on knitting until it's done, which obviously is not going to happen because it's just insane and will take me like over 24 hours. But a part of me just wants to keep on knitting until I finish this panel, purely because of the fact that I have no idea how I'm going to put like this yarn back in a way that I'll be able to get it out without making an unimaginable tangle. This is where we're at. All in a day's work. I'll definitely speed up though because I'm getting the hang of what the colours are now. And yeah, it's always slower in the beginning, but I'm really happy with it and I'm enjoying making it. It feels good to be working on something like this. Yeah, the mango vest was really hard to make, but really fulfilling, and I super enjoyed it. So I'm happy to be making another photorealistic piece. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna pack everything away and just lie in bed for a bit and then probably go to sleep. This jumper is really forcing me to trust the process because this is what it looks like right now. And you know, the colours are cool and everything, but it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look at all like the picture that I've created, but I just have to trust that it's gonna come together and eventually start looking like a cat. I've been a bit more adventurous with the colours that I used for what's essentially actually a white cat. I just have to trust that once everything is on the jumper, you know, all the colours are on the jumper, it will kind of come into focus and you'll be able to see what it is. Hi guys, long time no see. Though I guess you wouldn't even be able to tell, but long time no see for me. I haven't worked on this as much as I planned to. I was supposed to finish this back panel, but no. I don't even know whether this is the back or the front. I think this is going to be another reversible jumper. But I was supposed to finish this panel by now, and I think I'm halfway through. It's just really a lot, but I'm getting back to it today because I need to kick my ass in gear. So we're doing it today. By the way, can you tell that I'm waking up from a nap about an hour ago? I feel not in this world right now, but I need to wake up and do work. I need to wake up and do things. Yeah, let's do some knitting. I do have really good news to tell you guys though. Well, it won't mean much to anyone else but me, but I guess it will mean something if you support me and care about seeing me do well. But I sold my Please Don't Eat Me vest, which I was very surprised about and very happy with. It means a lot to me because so far it's the most expensive thing that I've ever sold. And obviously a lot of what I make is still more expensive than that, but I am very happy and it means a lot to me, so that's a win for me. And I'm trying to use that win to finish this jumper that's sucking the life out of me. But yeah, I'm very happy.
Purchasing a few items from the shop, with the owner kindly holding the door open as she vanished into the night.
time for me to go to bed. I'm so close to the face, but realistically I'm not that close. The pattern is close, but realistically it's about 20 more rows, which is going to take me at least an hour, and it's 10 o'clock and I need to go to the gym tomorrow morning, so that's not happening. But you always get that urge when you're really close to just keep going even when it's not realistic. Let me show you guys where I'm at so far. I'm feeling really good about it now. Here we are. The colour blocking is starting to make a little bit of sense now, isn't it? I'm feeling good about knitting today. Maybe the break did me some good. It was only about 3 days, but still. I feel good about making this now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna stop because my girlfriend is absolutely hounding me to make cookies with her. Anyways, we have just about started the face. You can't see anything yet, but it's in a distinctive cat shape, isn't it? Okay. Anyways, this is where we're at. I've just about started the face, but I don't think you'll really be able to see it. I wish you guys could understand everything that I've just gone through to find this last bit of yarn. I ran out of it while I was working on the jumper, and I don't want to order any more yarn because I know I won't use this colour a lot, and I already have a really big stash of yarn and I don't want it to get any bigger unless I know I'm going to use every single colour. So I've just had to search far and wide just to find this little bit, but I'm so happy that I have. And to be honest, I can't even knit right now. I need to wait till after I eat because it's just been too much and it's really hot enough that right now. But I'm so happy that I've managed to find this. I'm so happy. My girlfriend's parents are coming to take us for lunch. So we've just spent the morning, sorry about the window, it's so hot right now. It's only 14 degrees, but that's really hot to me. Anyways, my girlfriend's parents are coming to take us to lunch. So we spent the morning just kind of cleaning up a bit, even though they're not really going to be in our flat that long. But it's nice to have a little clear up. And now I have a few hours to kill before they arrive, so I'm going to be working on the jumper. I'm really feeling like I'm in a good place with it. It's weird because at the end of every session, every session of knitting, it's the evening and I'm tired. I've been knitting for a few hours and I start to hate it again. And then the next morning I look at the pictures that I've taken of it and then I'm like, oh okay, it actually looks nice. And yeah, that's kind of just what it's like for me to knit. Just don't trust the feelings that you have at 10 o'clock after you've been knitting for like 2 hours and your back hurts and you really need the toilet. Weirdly enough, it's usually not indicative of how you actually feel. I need to put my tripod down so I can film knitting, but my cat is just in the way. I've made some pretty good headway recently. I finished the cat on this panel, which is really great because that was the most time-consuming part. And I'm now on the sun and coming up to the text, and I'll show you guys in a second. But first, I'm trying to move, well, I'm not trying, I am moving the text lower, just because I initially started it higher than I needed to. So I'm just kind of going back and fixing in the color work so that I can start the text earlier. Just because I want to leave space for, you know, the neckline. You're gonna have to do some decreases. Sorry, this is not gonna make much sense if you don't like knit or crochet. But yeah, I'm just making some changes before I continue knitting. You can't really tell much of a difference, but I can tell. This morning was leg day at the gym, so no matter how much I change my sitting position, I'm just so uncomfortable right now. I have to travel 3.5 hours for an appointment at the hospital, so I brought all my yarn and my camera. I would really love to have a nap right now, but I need to get some knitting done. Hi guys, I have finished both the front and the back panel and I've sewed them together and washed them and put them to one side. I know it's a bit of a big jump from me just working on one panel. I did the whole of the second panel off camera because I just wanted to get it done and I was finding it hard to motivate myself, so I kind of just had to lock in and get it over and done with. But now I'm doing what is arguably more annoying, the most annoying part of this project, which is figuring out the sleeves. So as you could see from the design of the jumper, as you can kind of tell from what they look like, that there's text that is going to span from the sleeves onto the body and then back onto the other sleeve. And I know what the text is, yeah, but it's not just as simple as writing it, unfortunately. Well, honestly, it probably could be, but I'm just making it harder than it needs to be. But I'm trying to make it so that the text looks as continuous as possible. So I'm having to do a bit of maths when it comes to the sleeves. I kind of can't just write it out. I want to get the sizing as even as possible and the spacing as even as possible. This is what I'm working on the left sleeve currently. This is what one half of the left sleeve will look like. I've done the text that would be on the left side on the back, I mean on the front, the left sleeve on the front, and now I'm just writing the text that will be on the left sleeve on the back, if that makes sense. It's trying me, it's something, it's a lot of, yeah, it's something, but I think it'll be worth it in the end, so I'm gonna get back to doing that now. I've washed the back, well, I've washed the body since the back and the front are now attached. I don't know, I just like to do that to get the stitches to relax, especially with the back, which had my cat. When you're doing colour work, especially colour work, like unconventional colour work like I do, where you're using a lot of different colours, the stitches, there's a lot of texture and stuff like that, so I just need to have a look at what it looks like. But I'm really happy with it after washing it. Also, a little bit of a life update is the cat that is on my jumper is no longer with me and my girlfriend. We had to rehome her because she just wasn't happy with our first cat, and he was really sweet with her and really, like, he wanted to play with her, and granted sometimes he did get annoying, but the majority of the time he was okay and he wanted to play with her. But she was just hissing non-stop and she was really distressed the whole time she was staying with us. When we first got her, she was a really sweet cat. She was really affectionate. She loved to sit on our laps and like just headbutt for cuddles. But over the 2 months we had her, she just started to get more and more reclusive and like aggressive and just standoffish. So it was just really clear that she wasn't meant to be in a home with another cat. So we rehomed her to this lovely older couple that seemed like they will really look after her, and they were really sweet, so hopefully that kind of works out. But what's so weird is now that she's no longer with us, the text that's on the jumper just seems to fit the situation even more. It's just really weird. I'm gonna get back to doing this. I finished the left sleeve and now I'm on to the right sleeve, and I just want to go back in time and ask myself why I thought it would be a good idea to try and fit this many words in such a small area. I don't know if I can do this. It's 2 words, but the last word is just so long. I'm anticipating that I'm gonna have to at least make a few changes, but we'll see in the end just how big the changes are. I guess there's not really any way of knowing until I actually get started on the sleeves, so. And then the back. So essentially all of my maths played out correctly, and I'm going to get started on the next sleeve. I'm going to be taking you guys to a cafe today to do some knitting with me. I've been really wiped out today from being out and about all day yesterday, especially because it was so hot. But I got so much done at the cafe and the time really flew by. I was there for about 2 hours. It was really nice. I need to do that more often. I need to start doing my work outside of my house, because when you think about how many hours I put into each piece, I spend all that time just hunched over in my house, in my flat rather. I always shy away from taking my pieces out just because it's such a hassle. This jumper that I'm working on is my biggest one yet, and I managed to take it out whilst I also had other stuff packed in my bag. So my bag was quite heavy and full, but I didn't die. Like, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, and I still managed to get so much done at cafe, so it was definitely worth it. Like, I obviously really enjoy being able to do this, like at least this work at home, just like watching something in the comfort of my own place in comfy pajamas. But there are points where I get bored and my brain just starts getting dead, and it really does feel like work at that point. I know it's work, but it feels like extra work. I know that I can go out and still be really productive, and time's gonna fly by like that. The jumper's finished. Woo! I have no idea how I'm going to take pictures of this. It's quite big, but also the text is the whole point of it, so I need to make sure that you can actually read it. I don't know, that's a problem for me after this is dry. Also, I'm so glad that I'm doing this in summer, because if it was winter I would have to worry so much about getting this dry quickly, because you don't want it to stay too damp. It just has that damp smell afterwards. The photos have been taken, the videos have been recorded. All that's left for me to do is to show you guys the finished jumper. And here it is. I managed to get the photos that I wanted, showing all of the text. Through some trial and error, but I'm really glad that I did, because I feel like when you can see it all together with the arms spread out, the text on full show, the picture, you can kind of get the message a lot better. The maths took me some time to work out, but in total this jumper has 106,496 stitches. I'm not sure if it's the most stitches I have in a jumper, I don't know, but it is the biggest jumper I've ever made. The jumper is currently available on my website and all dimensions are listed there. When I first designed this jumper, we had just gotten Annie, our second cat, and I was worried about whether or not she would fit in, whether she would be okay with Simba, and was just hoping that everything would go okay, as you can tell from the text. But unfortunately it ended up not really working out. She ended up not being happy, and it just seemed like she would be much happier if she lived in a house without another cat. So we ended up having to rehome her. So it does make this jumper a little bit bittersweet, but I'm still really proud of everything that has come from this jumper, and I'm really happy that she was able to inspire me in this way. And I'm really happy about how her portrait came out on the jumper. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed looking at this cool jumper that I made. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. As always, the jumper is available for sale on my site if anyone is interested. I feel like it would make a really cool display piece in your amazing house, so if you're thinking about it, it's there for sale if you want it. If you have anything else you would like to see in my process, because again, these videos are process videos, so if there's any aspect of my process that you're really interested in, don't hesitate to tell me in the comments and I will try to include that in my next video. I'm still fundraising for top surgery, so if you want to donate, the link is going to be where all my links are. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.